Welcome to Volume 3 of the craziest fights in NBA history.
Ernie Johnson in Atlanta, back to Chicago Stadium in just a second. First, some rough stuff in New Jersey tonight.
As any fan who grew up watching Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Michael Jordan battle it day in and day out, you can't help but reminisce the game's physicality along with a few swings thrown here and there. It's not about someone getting hurt, but just seeing that kind of raw emotion, energy, and everyone holding their own. Before we begin, we want to thank you for all the comments, likes, and shares the first 2 videos received. Here's the link to the videos in case you haven't seen them. So, without any further ado, here are some of the craziest fights in NBA history.
Nets are up big as they try to remain focused before what could be extended garbage time in the fourth quarter if the score keeps up. Maggette is fouled, pushes down Martin, and Martin takes a swing. A fight breaks out between Martin and Maggette.
You might lose a couple of players. No time for that in a game like this. Clippers are a little embarrassed. I know why Maggette's upset. Sometimes just the reaction, the way things go, it's human nature.
And because of the circumstances, there is a greater chance of something like this happening. The frustration that you talk about, Kelly, from LA, and then the reaction. Martin was trying to tie up Maggette. Maggette pushed, and then Martin came right back at him. And Martin's taking a walk.
Then we get a look at the hard foul by Maggette, and it really took exception. I'm not sure there was a push there, but obviously after that, everything escalated.
The swipe down by Martin. The shove by Maggette. And then it was taken to the next level.
Yeah, you hate to see that. A good hard foul and good play by Kenyon Martin. He gets knocked down and again takes exception to what Maggette, or he felt what Maggette did.
You know, the key with Martin on that first reaction, I'm not sure the league would have considered that a punch.
Yeah.
But it was on the second reaction.
Wow, what a performance by Matt Bullard here in the second half. The Rockets now have 3 players with 20 or more points. And Olajuwon throws a punch at Olajuwon, and Olajuwon tries to swing back. What in the world was all of that about? Step between them. Now here they go. They're pushing and shoving there. Now they get in their face, and McDyess clearly. There's the first punch. McDyess thought, well, you couldn't hurt anybody if you hit him with those. But McDyess certainly the instigator in this situation. I don't know what he said to Olajuwon. Boy, he got Hakeem's dander up. Both players have been ejected from the game.
Also with 4. He has played very big tonight with 23 in the career high, 16 rebounds. Ratliff helping Jackson with Richmond. Still 10 to shoot. Williamson contending with Thomas. Coleman, the help. Good defense by the Sixers. Williamson, the good fight, no finish. Coleman a double-double with his 10th board. And as we emerge here, wow, look at Coleman and Williamson. Wow, right in front of us. DC is just unloading on Williamson. And this is a mob scene here in Sacramento. Derrick, Coleman, and Williamson glaring at each other earlier, and now it all breaks loose. You could see it brewing, and now it bubbles over. Well, they are gone for sure, and certainly for more games than just tonight. Derrick Coleman being escorted off as he hears it from the fans here in Sacramento. A wild melee between Coleman and Williamson.
Let's see if we can find him. There's Derrick Coleman. Let's see what happens here. Looked like Williamson was trying to reach in and deflect the pass, and I don't know what happened after that, but Williamson charges Derrick Coleman. Threw a forearm shiver at him. It glanced off Derrick's head, but then a couple punches were landed, no question about it. Boom, there's one by Derrick. There's my partner bailing out of the way.
Hey, a couple of heavyweights right there.
Oh, you aren't kidding. That was a good decision on your part.
Unless I'm reffing it, I'm watching.
You don't want to ref that one either.
I don't need a good seat for that.
No.
The Lakers without their daddy.
All the time. You never know who you're going to run into up there.
And the Kings without their Bibby, both leaders on the mend, of course, while their teammates pick up the rivalry. And what a rivalry it is. And there's Shaq. Guess the flannel PJ look is in. Who's going to tell him it's not? Here
He didn't
comes
get the ones
excitement.
with the feet, though.
Oh, look at this. Rick Fox elbowing Duck Christie. Christie gets up, and look what happens. Oh, Fox pushes Christie, and Christie punches him in the face. And this is the preseason, need I remind you. Obviously, the heated feelings carrying over from the postseason a year ago. We need to see another look. Do-over right now. Rick Fox getting in the face, elbowing Christie. Christie wastes no time getting up, flipping the ball even at Fox, and then Fox pushes Christie, and Christie pushes Fox right there in the face. Guess what happens to those two? They'd be gone, but everyone would get into the Mad Knicks. Christie, Fox would resume their fight in the tunnel like we knew that was going to happen, and then everyone gets involved. I mean, the entire Kings bench comes out to join this mess, and look who's there. Do you notice as soon as Shaquille gets involved, everyone sort of backs away? Watch
It's the PJs.
Yeah, watch his toe. Nobody step on his toe. At least you know he's not going to kick anybody. Look at Vlade putting up his fist with Shaq. An incredible scene again, and look, there it is. The Kings bench empty. What about the Lakers bench? Still on the floor looking puzzled. Kings return to booze, of course, at the Staples. The fight motivates the Kings. They just rip it in as they put it in. Hedo Turkoglu with a layup, and then Vlade Divac having his way with the J. That's not all for Sacramento. Keon Clark, the reverse lay-in. Kings were on their way, but Kobe would lead a charge for the Lakers. Oh, this is sick.
For Barkley. Barkley, ball away, jumper, baseline. No, Lambeer the rebound. Well, you had Dumars out in front of everybody and didn't see it. Isiah turns the corner. Little jumper is good at the baseline. Now pressure by Detroit, or at least token pressure.
Oh, Isiah just threw a
took
punch.
A swing, and Isaiah's history.
He's gone.
Isiah took a swipe at Mahorn, and Mahorn just stood his ground, didn't even blink. And Isaiah's gone.
Take a look. Here comes the punch.
Missed him.
I'll tell you what, that was tremendous control by Rick Mahorn. Not to throw a punch back, because all of a sudden that would have been both guys gone, and the 76ers need Rick Mahorn. Rick Mahorn, take a look. Here it is once again. I don't know what Isiah was complaining about. Here comes the right hand. Caught him across the head. Got to be a technical.
And you know what? It's got to be worse than that. I mean, that's about as flagrant as you could get.
Yeah.
We'll see what Rod Thorne does, but
Well, that'll be a biggie.
It should be.
That'll be 3, 4, or 5 grand.
Punches fly. Rasheed Wallace with a punch behind the head. One fellow Tar Heel Jordan to another Rasheed. Calm down. Longley and Weber ejected. Then Jordan. Michael representing with the left hand. 18 points for Michael. Then Jordan. Look away dish to Rodman. Rodman hates to score, but he does here. Bulls take it 112. It's a 2-point game with about 5 minutes to play. Back to Chicago in just a second. First, got to show you what happened in Orlando just moments ago. Shaquille O'Neal was ejected, and here's why.
Shaq wants to be let go of. He's sick and tired of Lambeer hanging all over. Lambeer, the quick foul call. Oh, punches thrown. Robertson and O'Neal. And there were 2 solid shots landed. Maggette now charging out. 2 solid shots landed under the goal.
Shaquille O'Neal was ejected, a season-low 7 points. Now let's go back to Chicago.
You probably will hear about this later, but I think Shaquille punched out somebody from Detroit tonight, so we probably won't see him on TNT on Thursday. But what's all this fisticuff stuff lately with everybody?
Well, you know, these teams are trying to play physical, and if they don't want to play physical, if they want to play physical, they got to be able to back it up. So I hope it was a good shot, because he's going to get fined a lot.
And they're separated. Whoa!
There is no question about what happened. Punches were thrown.
And it is apparent that they both have been ejected.
So no question, not even an argument. Charles was trying to get the ball away and drove him down.
On the other hand, you know, the coaches will say it's part of the game.
Ernie Johnson in Atlanta, back to Chicago Stadium in just a second. First, some rough stuff in New Jersey tonight as the Sixers took on the Nets. Take a look. Armen Gilliam, Derrick Coleman. A little bump. Somebody wake me when this one's over, will ya? Ed T. Rush had seen enough too. He said, Gilliam, Coleman, you're both out of here for that performance. Right now, under 3 minutes to go.
And now they have to fight for this series. P.J. Brown throws Charlie Ward. Watch out. This one's going to get really ugly. P.J. Brown picked Charlie Ward up and threw him into the photographer's row. I don't know what began this struggle, but I did see P.J. Brown pick Ward up and heave him upside down.
And I guarantee you this is the reason you threw Charlie Ward down and the Knicks guys are getting involved, because he's the guy that they love on this team. This is just ridiculous. And you can see them there, right there. Charlie Ward is just boxing out, basically. Oh, wow. That's what started it. Charlie Ward getting thrown by P.J. Brown is what started it all. That's ugly.
John Wallace was there to take P.J. Brown down.
And you know what, Bern? I'm never a guy to say you should fight, but you get thrown like that, Charlie Ward has to defend himself.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you remember any other brawls or fights in the NBA, make sure to mention them in the comment section below.